Mira Costa Mustang football is brought to you by Slanted Sky Productions. Get your custom college recruiting videos now.
Cubs setting up for the kickoff. Mustangs, of course, are going to try to jump back on the scoreboard. Both teams looked fairly rusty. A lot of first game jitters as the penalty flag was definitely flying in this first quarter, but the Cubs finally settled down first and broke through, getting into the end zone on a nice pass completion. A 52-yard touchdown reception by the Cubs put them up 7-0. Mustangs meantime now on the field for their third offensive possession of the night. Quick timeout on the field as the players, hopefully the Mustangs especially, get a chance to take a quick breather, hopefully relax a little bit. And Mustangs set now for their third offensive possession of this game. Quarterback is Zan Krivos, back to pass. He looks right, throws, and it throws middle deep, but ooh, lucky that one wasn't picked off. He was looking for number 25, Lawson Gale. Gale already with 2 receptions in this contest and has been looking pretty sharp, but Krivos put just a little bit too much air underneath that throw. Meantime, Mustangs go back to what's been a staple for them for many years now, the ground game. Mustangs can't go about 3 to 4 yards on that carry, but there does appear to be a flag. And this time it's a face mask penalty. So we've seen 2 holding calls, 2 illegal motions, and now a face mask penalty. That one will give the Mustangs a free first down and push them all the way up to the 40-yard line. Mustangs come right back with the ground game, but nothing going on that one. That was Giovanni with the carry. Tried to make a cutback, try to dip in and then bust that one outside, but was not able to get around the Cubs defender. And in fact, fumbled on the play, so it's going to bring up a first down for the Cubs. Speaking of cutbacks, pop goes the weasel. The Cubs get into the end zone for their second touchdown tonight on a nice, nifty run straight up the middle. Second touchdown now for the Cubs offense, both times on big plays. One, a 52-yard touchdown reception. That time the Cubs bust one right up the middle for almost the same distance, this time on the ground. Point after attempt is up, it's high, it's straight, and it is good. That makes the score of this contest now 14-0 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Cubs now on the kickoff. And that will be a touchback, putting the Mustangs out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. And a little bit of a rough go so far here in this opening quarter for the Mustangs offense. Let's see if they can get this turnaround now, trailing 14-0 against the Cubs. They keep this one on the ground. And that one works for about 6 yards. Good carry by Giovanni. Looks like there may be a penalty on this one as well. And it is. It's another face mask penalty. That's 2 face mask penalties now. Mustangs keep this one on the ground again. hoping to get some momentum going here. They get about 2 on that play. I believe that was, again, Giovanni with the carry. Mustangs now coming out in a 4-receiver set. Sam Crevis, quarterback in shotgun. He fakes the keeper, or fakes the handoff, I should say, keeps it himself, and is thrown backwards. That play worked for about 2, maybe 3 yards. Of course, Mustangs trail this contest 14-0 here in the opening quarter. Just about to the end of that quarter. 3rd down now. And it's a sweep right. And it looks like the Mustangs will be stopped short. They did get about 2 on the play. It's going to leave them about 4 short, though. So the Cubs come up with the stop. On 3rd down, meantime, Mustangs will attempt to go for this 4th down. Might as well. It's opening game. Non-league situation, so good time for the Mustangs to try to get some momentum going. And speaking of, that's going to be close. Quarterback Zan Cuervos had nothing going on downfield. Cubs had some good defensive back pressure, so he decides to keep it. And looks like they're still going to measure this one. He may be a little short, but a good attempt by Cuervos nonetheless. Let's see, it stretches, and oh my goodness, that is close, but it does appear like it's going to be just barely short. And we're talking by maybe 2-3 inches tops. So the Cubs will take over here on downs. And that will, in fact, do it for the first quarter. Mustangs trail 14-0 after 1. Welcome back to the second quarter, fans. Of course, Mustangs of Mira, Costa in Manhattan Beach, California, taking on the Loyola Cubs at LA Valley College. So here now in the second quarter, Mustangs trailing by 2 touchdowns. Let's see if they can get some momentum going here. Meantime, they got to get that defense to stop Loyola. They've done a good job, except for 2 big plays. Meantime, Cubs now on a run left. They get about 16 on that one. Finally brought down by the Mustangs. That is more than enough for a first down, though, so it's going to be first down and the Cubs at about the 8-yard line. Cubs on a misdirection run play, and they got a hole, and they got themselves another touchdown. That's twice now the Cubs have scored on the ground. That's going to put them up 20-0. Point after attempt coming up here for the Cubs. They are set. Good snap, good hold. It's up, it's high, it's straight, and it is good. So 21-0 is now the score here early in the second quarter. So of course that's the good news for the Mustangs. Still plenty of ball game left.
Mira Costa Mustang Football is brought to you by Slanted Sky Productions. Get your custom college recruiting videos now.